gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.
Click, boom! What's going on, faithful? The Nothing but Niners crew is back, guys. Another day in the books, and we are here to break down all the latest news, notes, and nuggets concerning your 49ers, but our way. Breezy, what's going on with you, big dog? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Playboy, man. Can't call it, man. Another day, another dollar. Holla.
I like that. Man, you got to be somewhere that's real air conditioned and stuff over there to be wearing all that black today.
Yeah, man. I'm just following the protocol of the show, man.
I see you, man. I see you. I know you over there grinding, man. You jumping from one show to the other and everything, and I appreciate that. So we're not going to drag this one out today. We got a fun show prepared for everybody. We're gonna break down a couple of things here. We're gonna start with some news, but before we do have to go through some of the formalities. Now, while I'm pulling all this up, I want to apologize about my tardiness and our tardy start, guys. It was nothing that Breezy did. This one was on me and my stupid computer, because we when we started the show last week, it was telling me that I had this computer update that had to be done and reschedule at a certain time or start at a certain time. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do that. And I did it and I scheduled it. And then when I turn on the computer today, which I haven't used since Sunday, right? It tells me 30% of the update is done. I still gotta wait. So we were sitting here hoping that it would hurry up and do it. So that's what we had to wait for to finish. So we apologize, but thank you all for your patience. Okay, guys, on the YouTube page, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We thank you guys for checking us out, especially if this is your first time. You enjoyed the show. There's a lot more where this came from. I promise you, we have a long history of videos here, and there's going to be a lot more. So make sure you guys like, give us those thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notifications, because we also do breaking news, and you will not get notifications before that happens. They just, boom, they pop up, and we're live, okay? So it's not anything for us to turn on your notifications. It's all about you. And for the people who are saying they haven't been getting notifications, unsubscribe. I can't believe I'm saying this, right? Unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then turn on your notifications again. I hear that helps, okay? Guys, give us a follow on our Snapchat and our Twitter handles, okay? It is nothing but 9. It's the number 9 ERS, nothing but Niners. All right. And then we have Facebook and Instagram. That is nothing but Niners spelled all the way out. No numbers in there. There's even spaces in between. If you forget that stuff, you can go to our website, guys. It's www.nothingbutniners.com. Your one-stop shop for any and everything 49ers from us here at Nothing But Niners. We have the apparel site is all linked there. The page about the supporters. You guys sent pictures. We had them posted up there and everything. Guys, we do all of this stuff for you guys. So make sure you check all that out. We are also on the Fan to Fan Network. So, guys, if you go to fan2fannetwork.com and click on the 49ers tab, we will be populating the stuff over there. That is an exclusive network, and we are the 49ers brand over there. We're going to hold it down for you guys now. Right now, it's a little lacking because I was busy last week, but I promise you guys, we're going to fill that bad boy up. You're going to get some original exclusive content over there, okay? You're going to see these videos, but you're going to see some exclusive content to the Fan to Fan Network to make it worth your time stopping by over there. I promise you guys that, okay? So, Breezy.
Yo!
Let's get into it, man. You guys see my man over here, man. 49ers, I'm sorry. I'm so used to it. He is Wayne Breezy. He is Wayne Breezy with the IE on Twitter. I am 49ers Mike _NFL. And we are here to talk to football. How you doing, though, for real, man? Let me know before we get started, because I'm trying to feel your mood. I'm trying to feel your energy. And I'm looking for it. I'm fishing.
Oh, no, man. The energy's there, man. I'm just ready to get cracking, man. There's so much stuff we could break down and bring to the people out there, man. I am ready to tack on. Plus, we got to keep it Niners. So there's definitely some NFL stuff we need to talk about as far as the whole. But I can't wait till we get to some of these topics that were created for tonight, man. Somebody asked me what kind of watch band I'm rocking. Just the regular Apple gray, the gray Apple watch band, man. That's all it is, man. I got the 49ers joint. I forgot who makes it. It's a really cool sport band for the 49ers, but it's upstairs.
Okay. All right. Breezy with he stay fresh over there, man. I guys, let me tell y'all, I concede already. Okay, I know I was talking junk about the hat swag. I tried to go out there on my ledge. Breezy got me beat, man.
You got a nice collection, bro. But see, I've been collecting hats since '86, man. So
see what I'm saying? And that's not fair. Listen, I was the big peanut head kid. Hats wasn't even cool to me. I ain't like hats. I look like Bobby's World. My head was all long and big.
Yo, he just said Bobby's World.
I'm out trying to buy. I'm in high school trying to buy size 8.5 fitteds, bro. Like it wasn't cool for me. You know what I'm saying? Then I started growing. My hair got even worse. Man, whatever, man. It's cool. I concede. Breezy is the hat king here at Nothing But Niners. So I appreciate that though, man. You holding it down, bro.
Man, it's all love, brother.
All right, so we're going to start with some league news, and then we'll bring it back to the 49ers. And no, this is not going to be an update on that virus. This is more something else. The NFL is using their negotiation tactics against the NFLPA, and they are saying, okay, fine. We concede. Much like Mike says, Breezy had the better hat game. We are going to say, fine, no preseason games. That is the one thing that I heard. And then here's the other thing. The NFL is talking about only 80-man roster.
Correct.
When teams report to training camps. These are two huge things. Breezy, let's talk about what this means, because there's a guy that you've been pounding the table for since the Niners signed him in AC, and I don't know if he's going to be a part of an 80-man roster.
Yeah, this definitely dampens the roster size, right? Who's going to make the squad? And, we're already talking about which of the 7 draft picks are going to make the squad. Now we're talking about the undrafted free agents, and it's not looking good. But did the league also say that they were going to expand the practice squad size? Because that would compensate. That would help if that happens.
Oh, see, I didn't catch that part, so I'm not sure. I might have missed that. That's good. If that's the case, okay.
Right. So
I know they expanded it. I know they expanded it last year, at the end of last year, going into this year, before all this stuff started. They were already going to be expanding the size of the practice squad. So that was supposed to be happening. I think it was supposed to be going from like 10 to 13 or 10 to 15 or something like that anyway. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly. Oh, I'm thinking they're going to, because of COVID and because teams are only going to be able to have 80, I'm hoping that the practice squad gets a couple of extra players, which would be for every team in their favor, right? Because players get injured. You want to go and get your guys, the guys that you picked or you decided to sign. So we're hoping that they expand it. So I don't know, but when this actually hits the fan and this actually becomes what the new norm is going to be, if they do decide to go with the 80-man roster, I can't wait to do a show on who makes this 80-man roster, because that is going to be a phenomenal show.
Right. Now, they're talking about that being the training camp roster. So we're going to have to try to see who is going to be doing we're at 90 already.
We're at 90.
Training camp, they're breaking down to 80. That's not going to be the final man roster. So it's like, of the 90, like, should we schedule our next show?
Our next show could be like, who's going to be on a training camp roster? Because that's taking away 10 people.
Right.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
That's guys who look. I'll throw a name out there right now. I'm worried about. I'll tell you the truth. My guy Brock Rudder, that quarterback that I was fawning over.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You got to see him do something. And oh, my bad, Tony. I'm so sorry. Let me send Tony the link real quick. But you got to see Brock Rudder do something, right? He's not just gonna get a roster spot. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that he's gonna want to go out there and get in rhythm with people. If he can't even get in the training camp to see if he can get in rhythm, what are the odds of him? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we supposed to know if he's?
Yeah.
So it's a really, oh man, I'm okay. That's going to be a good show. That'll be the next show. That'll be a lot of fun, man. So we'll do that. We'll do that the right way. Okay. So we're gonna get Tony in here. I didn't know Tony was. I didn't see him.
Me neither. But glad to have him. All right, so
I just shot Tony the link. We'll get him in here, and I do want to get his input on this roster change, because that's our resident GM. He's up on that kind of stuff. That's what he does best. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely.
Now, what'd you say?
Well, you did mention that you didn't really want to talk about COVID or whatnot, but reports show that recently 95 NFL players have tested positive for COVID-19. I was about to say COVID ID. We have an emergency broadcasting system. This is a test. This is only a test.
Tony, there's like a static or a hum in there. Try unplugging the headphones. You might not need the headphones out there. He went on mute. So that it was coming from his feed. I'm sorry about that, guys. There you go. Say something real quick.
It's better?
Yeah. Yeah, that's you good on your end over there, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm gravy. What's good,
So
Tony?
yeah, I did see the 95 number. But the reason I didn't talk about that is because that number is just going to go up. There's a lot of people.
But the reason why I brought it up is because things are going to continue to change. So it might go less than 80 men in the training camp. Like, we don't know what's going to happen going forward if this number rises. But that's why I wanted to put that number out there. As of now, 95 players have tested for COVID-19. Mike, You're about to break. Before we break the next part of NFL news, let's get Tony's thoughts on the 80-man training camp rosters.
Yeah, so Tony, we're talking about some of the league news, and they're saying that the training camp roster is only going to be 80 men. And Breezy was saying that the practice squad rosters have increased. Now, I don't know if that's in response and concurrent with the 80-man roster thing, or is this what the increase was already supposed to be because of the new roster size?
Yeah,
So,
that's what it is. It's supposed to be 55, and then the increase of the practice squad. The increase of the practice squad is part of the new agreement. And I spoke to you briefly. I texted you as soon as I saw that, but I'm not a big fan of the no preseason. That's just my personal opinion, because if you look, and I said this, I was talking with Dre today on his show. If you look at the way the 49ers construct their roster, there's a lot of undrafted free agents, a lot of street free agents, a lot of guys from the AAF. They pick from all over to build the bottom end of this roster. So now, even if they did 2 preseason games, I'd be off. You cut 4 to 2, I'm good with that. You do 1, you skip a week, you do 1, and you skip a week, and you go into the regular season. Let's be honest with ourselves. They're not going to go full 100% contact in game conditions in practice. They're not going to do it. So now, not only does that hurt, looks on offense for the second and third teamers. We all know who's the starters. We all know who the top backup is, but you got to look for those piece players. And they went out and brought in 2 big free agent, unrestricted free agent running backs. I think this hurts them 2 guys. I think it hurts, like you guys were talking about, Brock Rudder. I think it hurts him. He needs to learn this system. He needs to play in this system versus another team in a game-like atmosphere. He's not going to get it this offseason. So, go ahead, Wayne.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But you know what? I'm starting to understand and starting to realize, guys, we have to start accepting these new norms. Like, these are going to be some of the new norms. And for right now, this is going to be the normalcy due to COVID. And with that being said, every team is going to struggle. So I feel like it's pretty much even across the board, because it's not like the 49ers can't report or play preseason games. It's like the whole league's not playing. Yeah. So yeah, we don't get to see our third string or fourth string guys, or guys who we want to see make this team that we're betting on. But it's just what the norm is. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I do agree with you though. Guys are going to struggle. Even the first unit is going to struggle. But I think in our favor, we're only missing 2 guys that we ain't had last year that we bringing back in the starting unit, like 2. So I think we may be a little bit ahead of the curve.
Your starters,
just due to the normalcy that who we have back in the lineup. So we may be able to be okay, but I definitely agree with you 100%. We don't know who's going to make this team, because we're not going to get to see them play.
And especially the way the 49ers do business with their roster, you're going to see them have to take a whole new take when they do their final cuts. Because what do? They trade those guys out like that are teeter-tottering, that have a somewhat of a bigger contract. They'll trade them to open up the spot for the lower end guy.
Yep.
But if the lower end guy is not going to get action, now they need to reconstruct the way they do their roster. Now they're going to keep those guys and maybe move on from the undrafted free agent, which I really hope they don't, because I think we got a couple pretty good players in our undrafted free agent class. Yeah. Even the 7th round pick, the wide receiver, So Jawan Jennings, like, he needs reps versus NFL caliber players in an NFL atmosphere. So, I mean, it sucks. I know we got to get used to it. We got to bite the bullet, and this is the way it's going to be. But I think it sets back the team because their philosophy with using lower end guys and undrafted free agents.
Yeah.
It's from a roster standpoint, it's going to hurt the players in the development of the guys at the bottom. League wide, the Niners are going to benefit from this because those other teams that may have been banking on the bottom of their rosters getting better. You know, fortunately for the Niners, we had incredible depth in almost every level, and it was tested. These guys all got playing time last year, so we know that even if we don't add anybody, this roster is going to be okay and can make another Super Bowl run. We know that already. Other teams don't have that benefit. You know, other teams were hoping that they found a gem in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th undrafted pools. You know, so it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see.
Like, just real quick before we move on, what the point I'm trying to get across is, like, just for hypothetically, they re-signed Johnson, DJ John. What's his name? Dante Johnson, the cornerback. Okay, so now if you're the team and you can't see AC in live game action, do you go with Johnson because you know what you have, or do you go with the question in AC? That's where now, if there was a full preseason, you know you're going to see what AC could do versus NFL competition. I know it's not starters, but Dante Johnson hopefully is not going to be a starter. So that's all I was just trying to say. But you're right, Wayne. You're 100% right. This is the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be.
And you're 100% right, because if we can't see the bottom of the team, the barrel play, how do they make the squad? Like, how do they have a chance? And I think sometimes you're just going to have to go off of what you saw on college film. It's what did you see there, and can this person projectly outbeat an older guy, you know, and they know it'll be cheaper, so you might cut Dante Johnson, save $1 million or whatnot, and pick up AC for 200, 300,000. I don't know how they're going to work it out, but that's why you're right, Tony. Like, we need to be able to see them on film. And for us, just as media and fans or whatnot, it's going to be really hard because I'm going to be watching college videotape during the preseason. I don't want to see any more old NFL games. Like, it's not preparing me for anything or preparing you for anything. So it's going to be awkward, but this is the new norm, guys. For at least for this season, like, it's just different. It's nothing more to say.
All right, so I think that that's going to do it for our league talk. There are some issues that we need to talk about for the 49ers here. One of them is Raheem Mostert. We have an update on the Raheem Mostert front. Nothing positive, nothing negative, maybe. Maybe it's negative for someone and not for someone else. But Raheem Mostert contacted the 49ers to iron out some details and straighten things out, to address some of those rumors that were going on. Guys, when a player – well, Tony, let's start with you. Then we'll go over to Breezy. So let's start with Tony first. What are your thoughts on this when you heard this? And how does it make you feel?
My thoughts are the way I understood it when that report came out saying he contacted the 49ers to clear the air. I don't think he asked for a trade. I think his agent asked for the trade to try to get the 49ers to jump and say, whoa, let's sit down and talk. But clearly they didn't, and that's the right thing to do, because if you show that you're going to jump the minute someone's agent says, I want a trade, everyone's going to be knocking on your door for more money. So my perception was the agent was asking for the trade. The agent was asking for money, trying to get him more guarantees get him something guaranteed for this year. So the agent, it didn't work well. Whatever he was asking for, if he was asking for extension or more money, we don't know because you're in conflicting reports. But by him reaching out to the Niners just clearly shows me he wants to be there. He never asked for a trade. He just looking to protect himself in case of something happens, meaning if the season is canceled. Because these guys go, and Dre said it on his show today, these guys go week to week. Literally, their paychecks are week to week, depending on the games that they play in. That's how the NFL is structured once they pay out. Minus bonuses, just game day checks. So I honestly think, and we spoke about this before, I honestly think that the agent screwed this all up. He negotiated the deal, representing Mostert to the 49ers. Him and Mostert agreed. Him and the Niners agreed to terms. They signed the contract, but he structured the contract, and it's his fault because he didn't put no guarantees in it. So now Mostert did the right thing and just went to the team and said, please listen, da-da-da-da. And hopefully it works out. I think it is. I think the number one piece is Kittle. Once Kittle falls into place, everything's going to fall into place with extension-wise. But the minute I saw that, I was like, boom, that's Mostert wanting to stay, and he didn't want to ask for a trade.
Very, very interesting.
I don't know. I don't know. If the moment my agent, if my agent said I'm going to request a trade without my permission, the agent not only going to get punched in the face, he going to be fired. Like that's just how that's how that's going to go down. If it's Wayne Breezy, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Breezy!
So I'm not sure if Mostert didn't ask. Because here's the thing, Tony and Mike. If he didn't ask for that trade, why didn't he say something at the very beginning? Why did he wait a week and a half? Why the wait? That's my question. Like, why the wait? You got all these fans in support of you saying, man, get your money. If you're gonna go to a different team, go get that bread. We know how the NFL work. You're not gonna get paid. Like, you have all this support, and then he comes out and says this. Come on, man. Like, I think he did. He was trying to play hardball, bro, and it backfired. And he did the only thing he could do to save face, and that's say, hey guys, I'm sorry, man. Let's clear the air. Listen, man, I just need some guaranteed money, man. Because if there's no NFL season, like you said, Tony, like I'm gonna be working at Whole Foods. So, like, I'm not mad that he did this. I'm not upset or disgruntled or disoriented. You are 100% correct, Tony. The agent should have demanded guarantees in the contract. But let's keep it a buck. He was Raheem Mostert. He was on 7 different NFL teams before that. I think the agent got him the best contract he can get to get on the team. And Raheem wasn't even going to be really playing running back according to that contract, right? He was going to be the 3rd or 4th string running back if needed be. It just so happens that he outplayed or outperformed what they thought he was going to be. Is he worth the extension? I'm not sure if is it called an extension? I mean, he just really wanted guaranteed. Is that really extending him? He's not saying, I want to play for more years. He's just saying, listen, can we just renegotiate something? I'll give you this, you give me this, guaranteed, and bada boom, bada bing. I'm not sure how it was going to work out. But Tony, I think he did request the trade because he didn't deny the trade request from the jump. That's the reason why I think he did request it. And he didn't reprimand the agent. Remember, the agent worked for the player.
Now, when we first discussed this, I said that this was a desperate agent, and I called it an agent's bluff. I don't know if you guys remember that, right?
Yep.
These guys were at a poker table, and the agent was bluffing. He didn't have a hand. He didn't have any power, any leverage. He didn't have anything to wager, but he was trying to bluff his way through this hand. I'm in too much. I've put too many chips on the table, and I can't back up now. Well, there's a reason why I said Mostert folds. Raheem Mostert realized that his agent was effing up. He was with him. All right, hey, you sure we're going? Listen, trust me, Raheem. I'm just going to say we want to trade. They're going to realize they can't lose you. It's going to make them, all right, you know what? Let's go ahead and get him this contract. Let's get him some guarantee money, and we'll be okay. And that was the thinking behind that. That was the thinking. And then it was like, hey, bro, they still ain't called me yet. Yo, man, John Lynch hit me up and said that they got a call about sending me somewhere. I don't want to go nowhere else. I want to stay here in this system. And so, hey, John, you know what? I'm gonna come and talk to y'all. Let me talk to everybody. Let's clear the air, guys. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here. I want to be a Niner. I was just trying to get some more guaranteed money. I got the baby that just came, and I realized that there's young talent here. There's talent all over, and I just wanted to make sure that if I did get cut, and with everything that's going on, I just need to make a little bit of income this year. But I want to be here. If you guys want me to play under this contract, then that's what I'll do. He folded, bro. He folded. Him and his agent had a plan. Not that it was a good plan, but he said, all right, enough is enough. And then maybe he knew, listen to this, maybe he knew they were cutting down to 80 before we did.
Cool. True.
That's why I'm folding. You talking about you want to be traded? Well, let's just go ahead and cut him. And then we'll see what you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's the point of keeping an irate player here? You got to clear that air. You got to call off the bluff, because now you're getting down to the get down. There's not a 90-man roster. It's 10 less spots. They got to evaluate this running back. You don't plan on being here. So, hey, guys, psych, I was just playing. My bad. Hey, y'all from around here? How y'all doing? He changed this whole tune up at that point in time, and I think that's what happened. So, I do think that he did it with the agent's permission. I just the trade request, and I think that he just needed to, let it be known. I don't want to go anywhere.
He better had. That was his best move. Now, and I don't want you guys to think, like, for me personally, like, I'm not knocking the agent, because that's the agent's job. Like, the agent's job is to find, to bring to your attention, hey, did you know you rushed for 8 touchdowns and this bit of that, and you outperformed your contract? Hey, maybe I could try to get you some more bread, yo. Let's see if I could get you some guaranteed money, because you outdid what this contract said that you were supposed to do. Let me see what I could do. It's just the 49ers weren't. You got I don't know, but you got a royal flush and I got a straight or royal, I don't know, whatever. The 49ers weren't budging on their hand or whatnot. And that's what happened, man. And like you said, Mike, who knows what they knew before we knew. But let's hope Mostert's on this team, and let's see if his role is diminished.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens here. Breezy, take away this this comment, not take it away, but read that and everything. Shout out to Sean for the contribution. Let me try to grab something from right here real quick.
Yep, Sean says, I think Kittle and Mostert's agents drink at the same bar. Listen, man, their agents are trying to get them the best deal that they can possibly get, guys. That's what it's coming down to. That's why we can't really we shouldn't be mad at an agent for just doing their job. And Mostert, since I think what you guys are trying to say is that the agent should have did a better job from the jump. But I have to remind you guys that Raheem Mostert wasn't better from the jump. So we have to throw that in there. Like, he wasn't
good as a running back, but he still had a ton of value to this team as special team.
Yeah, but he got a
even
special teams contract, correct? Like, isn't that what he got?
No, yeah. I mean, I think he got a little more than the special teams contract, but I just think he should have, like, if I'm representing a player and I'm signing a 3-year deal, I'm going to try to get him the most guaranteed,
correct,
most protection going through those 3 years. So
regardless if they ever had a job before, like a starting role or whatnot.
Well, obviously they want him. They know what he could do as a special teamer, and they started sprinkling him in to the offense last season. Mm-hmm. But he got hurt versus Oakland. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I just think, I don't know. Me personally, you got to protect your client. And just by getting him the first year guaranteed, I think he made, 3 –
well, after the Super Bowl appearance, it was like 4.1 or something like that.
Okay, 4.1. That's a lot of money for a guy who's been cut 6 times. I understand he did rush for 700 yards. But this is his ideal situation. It's the best fit for him, in my opinion, in this scheme. He is talented. He is fast. But if you look at the way he runs, this is an ideal system for him. And I think in the back of his head, he didn't want to go anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Because he was afraid it wouldn't be like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the situation would have been totally different. You're right.
We also have to remember that every contract extension is a negotiation. Just because we don't hear about both sides doesn't mean that there aren't two sides. Very, very rarely, probably ever, does a team say, hey, we want to extend you, here's the deal, and the player just signs. There's usually a back and forth, right?
Correct.
We have to realize that his agent and Mostert settled on his current contract, right? What I'm saying that to say this. The Niners may have said, hey, we just want to sign you for one more year because there's some guys that we're looking at next year, right? We'll give you $2 million guaranteed. Well, he wants to be here for a while. All right, well, we'll give you more than that. We'll give you a 3-year deal if that's what you're looking for, but we're not going to guarantee anything beyond this year because we're still going to look at those guys. Now, if he makes the cut and all that stuff, then you can make upwards of $9 million. But that this 1 year is what we're looking for. That's why we're going to give you the 1 year. That could have been part of the negotiation.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? He could have settled on, instead of getting that 1 year, I'll take 3 with a higher window if I am proving my worth. Well, all of a sudden, boom, here we go. I think I proved my worth. What's up? I'm back. Let me get those guarantees now. And you know, we had a deal already.
Especially in the second year of a deal.
Right.
This is the second year, and the instability of the cap because of what's going on. That was a tough thing to do. That was like a ballsy thing to do by him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, what if it was already just going to be a 1 year deal anyway
from the jump?
Because
they negotiated.
If it was going to be a 1 year deal, this year probably would have been a team option. Even though there's no guaranteed, April 1st, they probably could have said.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So instead of taking that, let's do a 3-year deal on paper. You get what I'm saying? And hope that the Niners like what you're doing so much that you can stick around and get almost $3 million a year. Correct. Because at that point in his career, that was the most he had ever made.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So why is he knocking on the door?
Because none of his because of the guaranteed money.
Well, not just the guarantees, also the circumstances changed.
Right, he's being utilized more. Yeah.
Well, the utilization, but then Breida getting traded away, McKinnon being an unknown question mark, and then there's Coleman. He was the guy. His situation changed so much. It was like, all right, hey guys, let's try to get some security now. You know what he can do.
But see, that's what messed me up, Mike. What messed me up is when, you know that saying, "Stop counting other people's money." Mm-hmm. If that's what messed me up, when they threw out Coleman's numbers and said, well, not really threw him out there, but said, hey, like, if this is the guy, and I've done this, like, shouldn't I get paid more than the guy if I outperform the guy?
Get paid the same.
Right.
Not more, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Saying, yeah, and you know, you're right, but I still think that was part of the negotiation. I think it's always been just about a little bit of guarantees.
And just one quick thing, all right? We all could agree he balled out last year. Excellent in the playoffs, down the stretch. Now, why would you want to settle as an agent to equal money as Coleman? Wouldn't you feel I want to get my client more because he's better? Because he's more in the lead back in this offense?
That's what was throwing me off, Tony.
That's why I don't understand this whole thing. And it's just
because he also knows that he's not here.
Not the guy. There you go.
That's why I said that if you're starting your negotiation up here, which is equal to somebody else, if that's your ceiling, that's what you're. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're making your public part of your negotiation. It's like George Kittle saying, "I want $20 million," right? They knew he wasn't going to get $20 million, and most of
you always start high,
huh?
You always start high when you negotiate.
Mostert's agent knew you're not going to get Tevin Coleman money because he's here to be a ball carrier. You're not. He knew that. So what are they really aiming for? What are you actually looking for?
Correct.
And I really, really think it was just guarantees. I think if the Niners gave him the same exact salary, I've said it a bunch of times here, gave him the same exact salary with $1 million guaranteed each year, he would take it.
He would take it. That's $2 million right there. And you know what? I guess what irks me the most about the whole situation is like how many people turned on Raheem Mostert when he addressed that he wanted more money. Like, doesn't everyone want more money? Like, I mean, like, just think about, like, I want more money to go back to work. I'm about to be essential and deal with y'all children. So, like, I'm just saying, like, we all, when is it? It's never a wrong time to negotiate for bread. Like, it is what it is. It's uncomfortable, maybe. And I don't think he was wrong, and I don't think Raheem should be reprimanded for something that everybody does. Like, what was wrong with giving this guy a bonus for what he did? Without him, we're probably not where we were. I know we needed all the other pieces, but when the running game needed to be picked up, he foregone the load, bro, because Coleman got hurt. And yeah, like it was on him. So whatever, man. Let's move on from Mostert, guys, unless you got something else to say. But I'm hoping he's still with this team and we can keep it moving, keep him going for him. Just our luck, he'll get traded.
All right.
I'd be shocked if someone traded for him.
So
I really would.
We have a couple more things here to discuss, guys. One of them is left over from last show. Do you want to start with that now? Are you ready to cry, or you want to?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to that, man. Let's go to that from the last show.
So one of the topics we didn't get a chance to get to last show was which one of the 3 losses last year hurt the most to you and why?
All right, who wants to kick it off? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, I'll play against you. Ready?
Yep. Rock,
paper, scissors,
shoot. Oh,
damn. Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, this is about the sucker.
Right, Tony, go first. Nah.
You guys are nuts. Which one?
Now the 3 losses again.
Seattle, Ravens, and Falcons.
Seahawks in overtime.
Yeah.
Ravens and Falcons.
I want to say the Ravens one because I honestly feel everyone gave that team no chance to win that game. Traveling cross country to Baltimore. Or no, they didn't travel cross country yet. They were out there. But on a back-to-back road game, staying in Ohio, Youngstown, I think that was a game that, because they were there. I mean, they were with that team through that whole game, and they just felt they missed a couple plays, but I think that's the game that really bothered me. The second one would be the Seahawks, but that one because they gave them zero chance of winning that game. Oh, Lamar Jackson, the defense, this, and the Niners played them tough as hell and should have won that game. But that's the one I would go with.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Breezy. You want me to go or you want to go?
I'll go ahead and jump in, man. All right. So the loss for me that hurt the most was the Falcons loss. And the reason why I could you want to take the Falcons? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got it.
Go ahead. You got it, bro. You got it.
All right. So the Falcons loss was considered what we call a trap game, right? And the 49ers was supposed to beat this team by 95 points, like at least 94 points. They were supposed to beat them easily. Like this was a game, that they were supposed to just dominate. And losing this game could have hurt the chances of the 49ers winning the West. Matter of fact, with this loss, it came down to the last game where they had to win the West, right? So for me, this loss hurt the most because Kyle Shanahan got beat by his ex-head coach. All right. I felt like we got beat by like our own taste of medicine. What did they do? They ran the ball. Why did we stop running the ball? Like, why? Right? So it was so many things that I felt like we could have done to win this game. And weren't we winning this game until the end of the fourth quarter? Like, didn't we lose at the end? Like, these are those heartbreaking losses. Luckily, the 49ers were resilient, and when they played the Seahawks the following week, they went out and did what they were supposed to do in Seattle. So I got the Falcons as the loss that, for me, it hurt the most, just because it could have possibly set us back to not having the number 1 seed.
You said a lot of good points, and that is the same game I'm going to say also. I'm going to start by saying why I didn't pick the other games. The East Coast game, the hottest team in the league at the time, they went on to win like 12 games in a row or something like that. The Ravens, like they finished the year 14-2. They were on an incredible streak at that time. They were the hottest team. We traveled to them, and the weather. Like, all right, I can excuse that one, and for it to be as close as it was, cool, right? And I still say to this day, if that was a neutral field in fair conditions, weather conditions, we smoked them. But that's a different story. Not smoke, but we beat them. The reason I'm not picking the Seahawks game is because I was bad about that game as soon as I found out Staley and McGlinchey were starting. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was on this whole our tackles have been fine. Leave them in there. Don't rush these guys back. They did it. And then there were other players that were also missing from that game. There were other pieces of the offense that just weren't there. And so that one didn't hurt as much. The reason why the Falcons hurt me the most, for all the reasons that Breezy just said, again, it almost cost us the number 1 seed, right? Like that was just not cool at all. But it was a team we were supposed to beat, you know? And for a team of misfits, because that's what we were looked at going into this season. People were literally saying we had the worst roster in the league. You guys remember that? Remember how quickly the narrative turned around when all of a sudden you start winning games, right?
Oh,
At the beginning of that season, we were the worst roster in the NFL. That's what people were saying. And for a team to have that on their backs, you fell into a trap that I thought you should never have fallen into. I never thought that they would overlook an opponent. Now, maybe it wasn't the execution of the players. Maybe it was the play calling. You know, maybe I put that game more on coaching than I did anything else because I thought the play calling was lackluster. I felt like Shanahan was just super vanilla.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Even on defense,
like Salah got stupid at the end of the game too. So it's on the coaches. The coaches, not so much the players, overlooked an opponent. You can't do that in the NFL. You can't do that. If you want to be one of the great teams, you beat the team you're supposed to beat. Bill Belichick will go out there and put up 53 points on the scrub Bengals team. That's what he gets paid to do. You know, now he'll struggle sometimes against the Dolphins because that's a division opponent. They know each other well, But a team that he's supposed to beat, he beats. If you want to be great, that's what you have to do. And Shanahan completely and his staff dropped the ball in that game, and that's why that one hurt the most. I usually go back and watch games over and over. I have not rewatched that game. I've rewatched the Super Bowl. I have not rewatched that Falcons game. I was so disappointed in the performance by everybody in that game. And again, while watching the game, I wasn't upset with the players and their effort. I was upset at the play calls. And that's what really, really irked me about that one. And I have not gone back and watched it. So maybe my mind will change. Maybe I'll watch this. Maybe I'll watch it tonight, man. Maybe I'll watch it all in August for my preseason game. I don't know, but it really bothered me, bro. So that's I'm with you on that one, Breezy. That's why I picked that.
Yeah, man. That was a tough loss, man. Tough loss. With everything riding on the season, we could have been 14-2. Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever. All right.
So we have where we at? We have 43 minutes. Okay, good. We got another 15 minutes or so of show left. All right, that's good. We have another topic here. Now, this one was called Show and Tell. And we used the picture of Mostert because we want him to show up and tell everybody this is why you should have gave me more money. No, I'm kidding. That's not why we did it. Tony, did you see the notes? You ready for this section?
So
I
don't. If you're talking about this, I don't have it. I got rid of it.
All right. Breezy, you have yours?
Mine is on. That's why I'm wearing it.
Okay. Oh, you wearing it? Okay. See, I just got my hair. Okay, so the show and tell section. All right, we're gonna do something here, and maybe once a week, maybe every other week or something. I'm gonna try to figure out a way for us to show off some of our 49ers memorabilia. Okay, so what I came up with for this week was show and tell, and now what this topic is the worst 49ers jersey you purchased and why. Okay, so now, Tony, you don't have it with you. Do you have one that you want to talk about? Because if not, then me and Breezy just do. It's okay if you don't have one. Because listen, I haven't bought a jersey in probably 2 or 3 years because I'm just skittish on it now. You know what I mean? So I got to get back into it, but I haven't bought a jersey in a very, very long time.
Alden Smith.
You have an Alden Smith jersey?
Had.
Wait, what'd you do with it?
He burned it.
No, I just threw it out.
You threw it away.
Yeah,
I can't throw stuff away, man. I got a complex.
Wow. Okay. All right, I hear you, man. Damn. All right, now,
But
do you consider that?
why, Tony? Like he serviced the 49ers.
He did, but he also he set like a level of play. Then all of a sudden, it just went. Phew.
I can't. It's not his fault. It's not.
I didn't throw it in the garbage. I was cleaning my closets out one day, and I sent everything to the Salvation Army.
Yeah. That's
So
what
the
I
Salvation Army got all this. I wish I lived in Jersey, bro. I would have stopped by and picked that joint up. No, listen, man. I loved Alden Smith, man. It's just that mentally, whatever happened to him, whoever slept with his ex-girl messed him up. Like that, everything went downhill after that. Like he just
whoever, like he don't know who's cat. Like you already know who slept with his girl. Like, why do you feel like that
it was so here's the thing, right? If it's your it was his ex. Like there was his ex, and they not cool like that, right? Matter of fact, when did the defense and the offensive players really talk? Like they weren't cool. So I'm not bigging up Cat. I'm just saying, like Snoop said, man, your chick chose me. That's what happened. Anyway,
you gonna hit me with Snoop quotes, knowing what tomorrow is, bro?
Bro, I know the whole Doggy Style album. I'm sorry, I'm still DMX is my guy, but Snoop from 91 to like 94, he was it for me, bro. I wanted to be a West Coast. I wanted to live and die in LA.
I still love the West Coast rap now.
Yo,
Tony, don't you start, bro.
I'm sorry.
Give me your reason why that was your worst jersey purchase.
That's my Joe. That's Snoop right there.
No. You guys can't hear that. I'm not flagging it. We're okay. We're okay.
Snoop right there. That's Snoop
now,
right
Tony,
there.
tell me, why was that your worst jersey purchase, man?
Because I was so pumped, and I thought he was going to be like the next Charles Haley. Like he was going to be like the most dominant pass rusher. He was, and he just, I don't know. I don't know if it was a focus thing. Obviously it was an immaturity. His immaturity was very low. He wasn't responsible, and it was a white jersey, so I'm not too upset about it. If it was a red jersey, I really would have been pissed. I like the red jerseys over the white jerseys. I'm sorry. I don't like the white jersey. It reminds me too much of the Giants.
I got you.
But yeah, that was it. And ever since then, I won't buy. Well, I shouldn't say that because I have two of them. But I won't buy a jersey of a player that just comes up like a Kinlaw jersey. I won't buy a Kinlaw jersey.
I'm not buying until he gets a deal. I've learned my lesson.
Because every time I buy a jersey,
the reason why I haven't bought one in so long.
I gotta be honest with you. Every time I buy a jersey, something happens to him, either on or off the field.
Gotcha.
And jerseys aren't cheap, man.
So just get people to buy them for you.
Yeah.
This is what we were talking
I do have a Bosa signed jersey though.
Yeah, but you don't wear it. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
It's getting framed. It's going in my room over here. Well,
This is exactly what we were talking about, Breezy. It's a short time in the NFL. Players starting and finishing on one team is a rarity, so they're always going to go somewhere else. That's always going to happen. It just, you feel like, damn, that's why I shouldn't have bought that jersey. But there's more times than not, they're not going to stick around, man. More times than not. All right, so Tony's got the Alden Smith here. You want me to go next, Breezy?
You go next, bro. I'll close it out.
All right. So I was on Twitter one day, and I was talking to some players, and I'm not talking like in DMs, like this was just in private. This was regular on the timeline, and I made a comment to this guy that if you do something, I don't even remember what it was, I don't retweet me or like my tweet or follow me, something like that. I said, I'll buy your jersey, and he did it, and I was hyped because at the time he was my favorite player at his position, active in the league. Not just on the 49ers, but at his position in all of the league. And I was very excited. I kept my word. We all know places and where we can get jerseys at cheaper prices. Nope, I didn't do that. I went to NFL.com. I got the jersey that was most expensive with his name on it. And Any guesses as to who that was?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I didn't give you a lot to go on. Here it is, guys.
Oh, Bruce Miller.
Bruce Miller, man. It was Bruce Miller. I honestly felt that he was the best fullback in the league at that time. And he was the man until he started beating up old people and women and stuff. So I still have it. I can't wait. You know what really pissed me off about this jersey though is that you might not be able to tell on camera.
Yeah, I can see it. The numbers.
Can you see that it's pink?
Oh no, I don't see that. It's pink.
Oh, why? The red bled onto the white?
Bro, from NFL.com. I watched it one time. Look at what happened to the numbers. This is from NFL.com. Look at
That's because you put it in the dryer.
No, I hang dry my bro. I got so many jerseys. I take care of mine. Like this, they tell you don't dry clean it. It's got the care instructions on the label.
I would have sent that shit back.
Bro, I don't want another Bruce Miller jersey. That's why I didn't send it back, man. That's why I didn't send it back, bro. Look, machine wash, cold, don't bleach, wash inside out, tumble, dry, low. Like it don't like it. The care instructions are on the tag. Anyway, so this is it. I don't know why I still have it. I can't. I wouldn't donate it to somebody else, and I can't. The only reason I wouldn't donate this one is because it's all messed up. You know, even the stuff I donate, I like it to be in better condition than this. There's no holes in the jersey. It's good material still. I don't know if somebody like would iron over it or something, you know. But if somebody out there has a use for it, I'll send it to you guys. It's a 2XL. But that's that. You know, official tag. This is for real from the NFL. It's not one of those little knockoffs. And I'm not ashamed to be a knockoff buyer. I do it sometimes, especially because I don't know how long these guys are gonna stick around. But that ain't one of them. So
I'd tell you, I want what's his name jersey so bad.
What's that?
I want to buy it, but I'm not. Debo, not buying it.
Not
buying it.
You know what we're gonna do after this? If there's enough time, Breezy's gonna give us his. He's wearing it. But what we're gonna do after this is, if there's a player that you would buy that's on the roster right now that you don't have, who would it be? How about that? We can do that right after this section.
All right. All right. So my jersey is this number 56. And no, it's not Quan Alexander. Listen, this was a kid drafted out of Alabama. When we traded back up into the first round to get this kid, I had every Alabama like scout, you name it, like calling me like, yo, y'all just got a monster, yo. I'm like, yo, I hope so. Started watching his film. I'm like, yo, this kid can crack backs. Like, that's what he do. He gets to the 49ers, has an okay rookie season, right? It was subpar. And then he just started going off the grid and doing stuff that he must was talking to Alden Smith and Bruce Miller or whatnot. Whatever he was doing, he had the wrong impressions of what a 49er was supposed to be. His name is Reuben Foster, guys. You guessed it. And this has to be the worst jersey I've ever purchased. This is the worst jersey I ever purchased. I did purchase an official, authentic jersey that I don't want to talk about because I purchased it and they traded his ass. I'm a little upset. So we're not going to talk about who that is. And that was recently. So as my jersey was coming in, this motherfucker got traded. Who am I?
I think it's Matt Breida.
Nope.
They traded him.
Charles Haley?
No, he said recently. He said it was recent. Is this regime or the last regime?
It's this regime, guys. Come on, man.
Way, not Marquise Goodwin.
No, I would never buy his jersey.
Okay, hold up. We haven't traded that many.
Yeah, we did.
McDonald's,
Forrest Buckner, yo. When the jersey was on its way, it was like pending, and as soon as the draft happened, I'm like, my jersey need to hurry up, shoot. As soon as before the draft, he was gone, and I was just like, dang.
If you waited a week,
I haven't even worn it. Yo, it's still in the plastic, bro. It's still in the plastic. I'm gonna try to get it signed by him because I liked him. I like Buckner, man.
He was a really good guy. Actually.
So I couldn't put that as one of my worst jersey purchases. I just got beat. That's all that is. But this Reuben Foster is number one in my book.
Okay. All right. Now, I know Tony already gave it. Maybe you can give somebody else if you want. We're gonna do a if there was someone on the team now, whose jersey would you buy? And there's
But
some
it has to be someone you don't already have too, right?
huh?
It has to be someone you don't already have.
Yeah, someone you don't already have. Yeah. So there's some names on here that don't have a second contract yet that are pretty good players. So I can't wait to hear where y'all go with this.
Well, Debo is my number one.
So Tony went Debo. Let's see.
I got a couple. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I got three right off the top of my head right now.
And I think I'm gonna get one because I've been cheering for this guy for so long. So I think I'm gonna get mine.
I'm gonna go ahead and get me a Jimmy Ward jersey.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm gonna get a Jimmy Ward.
I like that. 55.
D Ford, 54. Fred Warner, 54.
Warner.
I got a Warner.
Mine. Eric Armstead has got to be the one I get.
Oh, I don't have an Eric Armstead. I'm so stupid.
I love Eric. I've been the biggest Eric Armstead fan since we drafted Buckner. I liked him more because people started saying, "Oh, this is the guy the Niners really wanted," but they weren't sure they were going to be able to get him, so they drafted Armstead instead, and he's just the placeholder. I hated when they started talking bad about him from the moment we drafted Buckner, so I started cheering for him more. That man just got that 80 mil, so yeah, I like Armstead.
I think Armstead is. I want to get him. I'm putting him on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, guys, we got one more segue to get to before we get off this air.
Now hold on, I got a couple more things here. So which one we doing?
Well, I only got one more that you wrote in the thing, and that's can the 49ers offense improve?
Oh, I forgot to put this image in here. Yeah. Let's talk about that. So last year, the 49ers scored the second most points in the NFL, 479, only behind the Baltimore Ravens, 531. It's a big difference, by the way. God. But they scored more than the Saints. They scored more than the Bucks. They scored more than the Chiefs. The 49ers were the second highest scoring team in the NFL last year. And the simple question is, can they get better? Not can they become more efficient? Can they score more points this year?
Go ahead, Tony.
I think so. I think so. With the additions of Trent Williams at left tackle, with the team moving on from Mike Pearson at the right guard, they have a little competition going there. So hopefully that'll be an upgrade in pass pro. The addition of Ayuk, Jennings, Hurd coming back, Taylor coming back. There's a lot of pieces coming back, and they're pieces that have been in the system. Two of the pieces have been in the system. So I'm going to be honest with you right now. If Trent Taylor is 100% healthy, watch out.
Yeah, how many touchdowns Trent Taylor has, guys?
4,
I don't know.
3,
I don't know.
4.
It's not a lot.
I got you.
I'm not worried about like the scoring aspect. He's a chain mover. That guy knows.
Taylor had for the 49ers.
Say that again. Oh, but we're just talking about scores. So I get your concept behind that. I'm not looking for Trent Taylor for that. But to go along with stuff you said, listen, we got rid of Matt Breida, and that means Mostert's going to get probably more chances to score, right? So the offense has improved. Like, it's gotten better. Like, they added another left tackle, a younger guy, just as good, if not better than the left tackle than Mr. Joe Staley. So I just see that this team scored. Plus, Jimmy G is going to be, and I'm saying this right now, he's going to be more accurate, guys. All right, he's going to be more accurate. I guarantee it. I don't care if they put 9 people in the box to stop the run. Jimmy G is super efficient on quick passes. So y'all can put 9 in the box on him if you want, and he will slice and dice you up across the middle of the field, especially if he ain't got no linebackers. That's duh. Like, that's easy. I do it in Madden all the time. Go ahead and play your linebackers on the line. It's going to happen. You're going to see quick this, quick that, quick this. So, listen, and then you got playmakers. You got speed. Listen, the reason why, all right, can we talk about this? I know that's a big difference. What's that, 531 minus 79? What's that, like 40. That's a lot of points. It's a big difference, right? But they have a quarterback that rushes for a lot of touchdowns. You take those rushing touchdowns away. I wonder how many points that they have, because I don't think does Jimmy G have any rushing touchdowns? One, none.
I'm not sure. I know it's a different 52 points, but I'm not sure, Jimmy. I know he's got a couple of first down. No, I think he did get one, right?
I don't know, but let's. You said it's 52 points.
Yeah.
So that's just what 7 touchdowns.
7 touchdowns and a field goal.
And isn't that what Lamar Jackson had rushing? 7 touchdowns, maybe 8. So he gets a lot of their points. He had one against us. I know that. So I think we're right on pace to where we want to be. And Kyle Shanahan always wants to beat something. If 479 was the number that he got stuck at, he's going to try to go for 485 or 495. Like that's just what he does. He makes goals and then he sets goals a little bit above what he did. He doesn't want to get any worse or go any lower than what he capped at. And that's what I love about our coach.
Yeah. You know what excites me the most about this? He's got 1 rushing touchdown here.
Mm-hmm.
He does have 1. I'm sorry. That was with New England. My bad. Let me look at. Hold on. 27 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns. No, he did have 27 this year. So 26 passing. No, 27 passing. It's not telling me any of his rushing stats. That's so weird. Why isn't it telling me?
I'm not sure if he had one this particular past season, but I know Lamar Jackson has. And that's just my point. My point is we probably would have had just as much if you take away his rushing touchdowns.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Rushing stats here. Yes, he did have one this year.
Okay.
He had one in 2017. Yes. He ran the ball 46 times for 62 yards. His longest rush was 11 yards. 13 first downs. Wow. I would have never guessed Jimmy converted 13 first downs running. And went in 1 touchdown, I think.
And that's coming off the ACL, guys. So imagine what it's going to be like now that he's a lot more confident in running.
You know what I'm excited about? And this is about the team that beat us in total points scored. It's year 2 for Greg Roman.
Oh, yeah. We already know how that pans out. So
Ravens fans gonna be so upset, man. They're gonna be so mad. They're gonna be so mad, bro.
You know what? Let's just let it happen, bro. So I could just say I told you so. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it happen and say I told you so. No one knows Greg Roman better than 49er fans. And once the league catches up to year 2 of his system,
he doesn't make adjustments, bro. He just doesn't. It's the same thing. And if you can figure it out, cool. If not, he'll get you. But he's in trouble. I like it, man. Good show, guys. We're over an hour here from Brian Sinot. I'm assuming he's in Australia because there's an A before the dollar sign. So I think it's Aussie dollars here. It says every Aussie 49er should have the number 6. That is Jared Haynes' old number.
That is Jared Haynes.
Wishnowski.
Oh, which? Yeah, Mitch.
Mitch. Jared Haynes was 38. That's right. Jared Haynes was 38. Don't ask me why. I just remember that now. But yes, Mitch, the Wishnowski.
I'm not buying his jersey until he's extended. He gets extended, he'll get a jersey. Because
you gonna buy a puncher's jersey?
Yo, he'll be a 49er he'll be the longest tenured 49er.
You think so?
If he keeps improving, this guy was like the number 2 punter in the NFL last year.
No, he wasn't that good.
He was that good?
Really?
I don't know if he was number 2, but he was that good.
All right.
He had the most.
I like that, Mike. I like Crocodile Hunty. I like that.
All right, Knight.
Bang. I like that, man. That's great. That is awesome, man. Yeah, that's going to do it, guys. You see the website at the bottom of the screen here, www.ericarmstead91.com. That is the player foundation we are supporting this week. We encourage you guys to go check out the thing. Check out the website. Go out there, give some time. If you can't give time, give some dollars. But time is always better. Hands-on with the kids and get involved in that community out there. We'll have a little surprise announcement at the end of this week. But yeah, Eric Armstead is going to be promoted. His site is going to be promoted on every show that we do this week from now until Sunday. So we hope you guys go and check it out. Give them a couple of clicks. Even if you don't want to do anything, give them some clicks. Put some traffic on their website, okay? It goes a long way, all right? Guys, any final thoughts, man? Tony, we haven't heard from you in a couple of minutes. Give us your final thoughts, brother.
I'm good. I just hope there's a season. The 95 already tested positive. It's not great. It could have been worse. But, I mean, I don't know how this is going to work. But let's hope for the best.
Done. I just wanted to say that. The Brandon Ayuk and Debo were doing a FaceTime on Debo's Instagram. And they don't get tested until, today and Thursday. So they have to get tested twice and be cleared twice before they can even go. So all testing isn't even done. They're just getting started, but we'll see what happens, man. I don't think I'm going to report on the numbers because the numbers are going to increase. It's just going to happen. So it's, if there's any major changes or anything like that, then we'll report on it. If it's 10% of the NFL community, we'll report on it, but it's not a lot right now. So
yeah, man, guys, listen, great show. Stay safe, man. Make sure you guys are wearing your mask out there. Keep up the great work. Everybody out there, man, we truly appreciate you, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you guys for always tuning in. I was getting Twitter messages saying, yo, got my alert set today. I can't wait to the show. We hope we gave you guys a great show. Tony, was great having you on, man. It's always a pleasure to have you in here, man. You always be spitting that knowledge that make me freaking think twice. I'd be like, damn, I wasn't thinking that, but now I got to think that. But yeah, man, good show, guys.
yeah, and Tony, there's my man Ant, man. What's up, buddy?
Say hi.
Also,
Say hi.
go check out Niners All Day over there.
Go Niners.
Go Niners.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That fresh white tee on. Okay, I see him.
You should have seen the T-shirt the other night.
Oh man, yeah, I can't imagine. Whew. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it, man. I don't have any final thoughts. You guys just stay safe, stay healthy out there, guys. Everybody out there, if you're going through something, you guys will be in my prayers. A lot of people reach out to me and tell me some personal stuff. I'm not going to put anybody's business out there, but I'm praying for you guys. I appreciate it. It's never a bother if you guys need someone to talk to. If you're going through depression or anything like that, my DMs on Twitter are open. I might not see it right away. Don't think I'm ignoring you, but I will make a concerted effort to check regularly and respond to each and every one of you guys, okay? So you guys be safe, man. That's it for us tonight. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful.
Peace.
We out.